The housing market is on fire. And everybody wants to know, when will it cool down? Well, to answer that, you've got to understand the 4 factors that have got the market so hot. And I'll break all 4 of those down for you and then give you my thoughts on what could spark a market shift and which one is likely to happen first. Let's go. Hi, my name is Matt Theriault, CEO of Epic Real Estate, where we show people how to invest in real estate so they can escape the daily grind and retire early. And we do this because we know that most people are living a life of financial sacrifice and betrayal. So we've built a system that creates an opportunity for one's money to work harder for them than they did for it, saving them and their families from a lifetime of financial worry. And a big part of making the system work is by being flexible with your investing strategy and staying up to date with the real estate market. And right now, the market is hot. It's on fire, actually. For example, in California and Colorado, fully 60% of the homes that sold last month fetched more than their asking price. In Oregon and Washington, 56% of properties topped their list price. And in Massachusetts and Utah, 54% of home sales topped the asking amount too. Demand is so strong that in most markets, the list price is just a starting point. The median price of homes sold by realtors soared 17% from March 2020 to March 2021. That's a new record. And that's saying a lot right now, considering we're seemingly setting new records every month. And that raises the obvious question. Why are home prices rising so quickly? Why is the housing market on fire? There are 4 fundamental factors driving home values upward. Number 1, low supply of homes for sale. See, COVID hit in spring of 2020, typically the hottest selling season of the year. But homeowners, they hit the pause button, creating a shortage of existing homes available to purchase. And that shortage continues. Currently, there's just slightly over a 2-month supply of homes for sale. And historically speaking, that's like nothing. That's just a tad over the record low we hit just in February. This tight supply kind of creates its own self-perpetuating cycle. I mean, if I can't find a home to buy, then I can't sell my home because I need somewhere to live. The result, even fewer homes are hitting the market. You know, real estate, it's a little bit of a weird investment in the context that most of the supply is dependent on someone waking up today and thinking to themselves, I want to sell my house. People right now aren't waking up to that decision. And with so few homes for sale, the properties that are on the market are subject to bidding wars, literally creating an auction type environment when buying a house. The list price is merely where the seller starts the bidding. Now, as we approach herd immunity and everybody's getting vaccinated for COVID and the sense of danger starts to dissipate, seller sentiment should begin to change, thereby resulting in more homes coming on the market. Now, this could cause the market shift that we've been waiting for, but it's not likely going to be the first domino to fall. And I'll get to that one in a minute. Number 2, we can't build homes fast enough. You know, when the market collapsed in 2008, builders, they stopped building, and they have yet to return to their pre-crash pace. Housing starts have been muted for years. Now, although the Builder Confidence Index continues to flirt with its all-time high, housing starts are still 23% below January 2006 levels, leaving the U.S. housing market 3.8 million single-family homes short of what's needed to meet the demand. Builders can't simply crank up the home building machine. I mean, they've got to buy land, they've got to file for permits, they've got to acquire the supplies, of which is another depressing story for another time, and they've got to build their crews and protect their crews from being poached by other builders. Not to mention paying them more than they may be already receiving via unemployment stimulus. All of which amounts to an expensive and time-consuming process. Number 3, the demographic demand. And I've mentioned this here multiple times over the history of this channel that the millennial generation of 72 million Americans is in prime time for household formation. We experienced the same phenomena with the baby boomers. And now it's the millennials' turn. You see, the millennial generation is just 5% bigger than the boomers, but they were born within a shorter time frame, 15 years as opposed to 18, of which means they'll have a significantly bigger impact on all markets, let alone the housing market, than the boomers. You can't ignore this when it comes to genuine demand. Meanwhile, the current housing boom is accompanied by an explosion of Hispanic home buyers. This group is already a prominent force in the housing market. And a study by the Urban Institute forecasts that Latinos will become a major demographic force in the coming years. The nonprofit's recent report predicts that by 2040, fully 70% of new U.S. homeowners will be Hispanic. The demand is real, unlike 2007. And you can say the same for the supply shortage as well. And number 4, record low mortgage rates. While mortgage rates are no longer at all-time lows, they remain historically cheap. The average cost of a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage teeters just above 3%, the 15-year fixed-rate mortgage right around 2.5%. These rates are really low, and they boost consumers' buying power, allowing them to bid up the prices. And if any of these factors are going to change in the foreseeable future, it's likely this one, the mortgage rates, to be the first. You see, the Federal Reserve has begun hinting that the easy money policy implemented during the pandemic is about to start tightening. This is because evidence of a strong economic recovery and rising inflation has been built. I mean, we're seeing businesses open now, and we're definitely feeling inflation. We're feeling it at the grocery store, in paper goods, in fuel, and we're seeing it in the real estate market too. Now, inflation, that can be a problem for a society, yet can be an opportunity for real estate investors. I could go down that rabbit hole now, but I'm going to save it for next time. It deserves a video all of its own because it's too important to just skim through it. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get notified when it does go live. You won't want to miss that. And before you go, who do you know that needs to see this? When their name comes to mind, please share with them. And if you are already subscribed, I pulled this video out for you to watch next. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.